go, but
Yes.
listen, it doesn't go, a week doesn't go by that I don't think about what can I do better? What can I do better? I heard CEO say, what can we do better? Everybody's going to have a challenge, but what part do we play? Because for every challenge, there's always a solution. So thank you for reminding us of that, CEO. But you know what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about moving forward with product review. Now, everybody loves product knowledge, but we always know that it's just like our wheels. So let me say this: everybody needs tires on their vehicles, right? So we have to go in, we have to get them checked up. Sometimes we have to go to a comparable brand, right? When we say brand, it don't mean a different brand. It just means we got to update our tires sometime, right? So we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We just oiling it a little bit. We just tweaking it a little bit. So we're going to show you how we're going to take what we've always had as a strong foundation in our products, and we're going to show you how you're going to be able to take these products. You're going to understand what you have. We always talk about our tools in our arsenal. So these are our tools that we have in our arsenal. And we're going to make this situation, I'm talking about what we're going through right now, right? And our new administration, right? We know that's a whole nother class. But we're going to take what we have with the information that our CEO has given us, and we're going to make it happen. We're going to continue to move forward. We're going to continue to focus. My word, I don't know if you saw it, but it said consistency, right? So I know Mr. Marcus asked about consistency, but where are we in our consistency? Where are we in moving forward? Where are we in being consistent in what we do to make it better? So let's move forward. Let's talk about product review. You already know, I don't even need an introduction. You know who I am. But we're going to make it happen today. All right. So the first thing I'm going to say, because Lori said, is there a doctor in the house? It is. It is. So we have to start off with what I always talk about is the pH scale and understanding how things work. So once I talk about this now, I'm not going to go into details later, but when we talk about acidic and alkaline and we talk about products and how it works, each one of our products, this plays in the way that it works on the hair and how our customers are going to be able to deliver these products according to what's on their hair. All right. So I had to put this picture in there because when we talk about each and every one of these products today, they're going to be affected, whether it's from the cortex layer, whether it's going to be penetrating to, well, not the medulla, of course, but the cuticle or the cortex when we talk about these products. So I wanted to show you this first. So as I talk about each product, you may hear me reference and say, it's going to go in and coat the cuticle. It's going to go in and penetrate to the cortex. It may not penetrate to the cortex, but this is what it's going to do to the hair. And then you see this picture on the left-hand side, whether you know what it is or not. This is a picture of a healthy strand of hair on the left-hand side where those cuticles are laying like shingles on a roof. And the one on the right-hand side is a damaged cuticle where that hair has either been blow dried, too hot, too high, on a high level, whether it's been wrapped too tight around a rod. They didn't use the correct product, whether it was to wrap the hair, whether it was to blow dry the hair, whether it was to twist the hair, and they didn't understand the cuticle cortex of the medulla of the hair strand. And guess what? They didn't use the right product. So as I go through and talk about product review, you're going to hear me reference different things, whether it's talking about the cuticle, the cortex, or the pH of either the product or the hair. All right, so the first product we're going to talk about is our Dudley Scalp and Skin Relief. OMG. Somebody said, what? Relief? Yes. Scalp and Skin Antiseptic, Scalp and Skin Relief. This is the new terminology. This is the new title, the new packaging for our product. And again, nothing has changed. You see, it has eucalyptus, clove, peppermint, and it goes in. And you see with that picture, I showed you two pictures. I showed you an animated picture, and I showed you a real life picture of what the scalp and the hair looks like prior to using the scalp and skin relief and what it looks like afterwards. There are so many different usages that you can use for our Dudley scalp and skin relief. You already know you have that flyer, 30 different ways you can use our Dudley scalp and skin relief. But when you do a little bit more research, and I say you because I know not only do we have some cosmetologists, some creative artists on our line, but we also have our wonderful distributors who are the most educated distributors on this earth. I want you all to also think about researching what these ingredients do. Now, somebody said we researched that 50 years ago. We've been around long enough. We already know what it does. But I want you to go back and do more research. Why? Because now you have a new customer base who's doing more research on ingredients. Right? Then it wasn't, at the forefront of their mind. But now we have a new age of consumers who are going out and doing more research on their product. So if you now share with them the benefits, or you say, hey, we have peppermint. All you have to say is peppermint. Oh my goodness, I love peppermint. It smells so good. It gives me so much relief. It helps me be more calm. I add peppermint to my bath water. You're going to hear all these different things that consumers are going to say what they use these different ingredients for. And then you tell them, guess what? I have a product that has 4 of them in it. Right? You share this with them and they're going to say, oh, wow, 4? Yes. And also let me share with you the different ways that you can be able to use this product. Yes, it does come in a retail size of 8 ounce. You see our 32 ounce, which I also call family size, but it also comes in a gallon. Now, I encourage my clients to always, also, not always, but also purchase 32 ounce for the family because they can go through 8 ounces in 2 days, depending on what they're using it for. And now we're about to approach the summer and the spring session, and our wonderful mosquito friends are starting to come out already. I don't know where you live, but I done already seen a couple. They need to already have their scalp and skin relief ready in the spray bottle to help ward off those mosquitoes. I'm gonna tell you one more thing and I'm gonna move on because I got some other products I got to share with you. Listen, I had an issue. I had 2 issues not long ago with some ants, and I had some issues with some fruit flies or fruit gnats. Let me tell you what I did. First of all, I went to Lowe's. I'm gonna be honest. I went to Lowe's. I purchased this little device. It did not work. But when I started to do my research, it popped up and it said peppermint and camphor oil. I said, oh, I could take this other thing back. Let me take it back and get my refund and pull out my Dudley scalp and skin relief. I sprayed it on cotton balls and put it around the area for the ants. And I put it in a spray bottle and sprayed it on my countertops and my table. And because I know it was safe to put on my countertops, to put on my table. Listen, it saved me money. And I was like, Dre, now you supposed to be Dr. Dre. Why you ain't think about this from the beginning? Listen. And you see these wonderful pictures. These pictures right here are pictures of real time people. These are people who sit in my chair. So at the same time, you have people that also are getting protective styles, quote unquote, braids, locks, weaves, um, all type of things. And guess what? You can retail to them this that they can use on their hair in between because now people are looking for dry shampoos. You don't need a dry shampoo. I'm sorry, I said it. You don't need a dry shampoo. You need Dudley scalp and skin relief. So listen, I know you already know, but I need you to go ahead and make your order and don't let it run out. Didn't CEO say don't let it run out? So if you know this is going to be 30 different ways and you always or your client orders the 32 ounce, maybe they order 6 or 12, maybe they need to order 3 gallons. Okay, because they got to get ready for the summer. All right. Now let's move directly into, and I didn't say one thing, so my apologies. This is also a prep product. You see, it says prep, PREP, prep or pre-shampoo. That's what we normally say, pre-shampoo or prep. You're prepping the skin for another service, which is this. Oh my goodness. We're going to use our prep product, our scalp and skin relief, before we use our calming dandruff shampoo. This is our medicated shampoo. Of course, you see it comes from our Soothe and Calm line. It's also a cleansing product. And our key ingredients is zinc pyrithione, sulfur, and panthenol. Listen, when people say, do you have a medicated shampoo? Absolutely, we do. Well, it doesn't say medicated. It doesn't. It says cleanse. But it also says zinc and it says sulfur. When people are researching now, and I keep going back and talk about people, consumers, the research that they're doing. I'm saying this because I've been paying attention to our consumer base as a whole. Yes, as a creative artist, but also as a certified trichologist, because now we have more people who are dealing with more scalp and hair issues. Not only product is, yes, number one, but another thing I'm going to talk about shortly, and as we go through this presentation, is stress. Okay, so even when we talk about dandruff, yes, dandruff is formed by using incorrect products, not shampooing properly, not eating the correct foods because we have overproduction of yeast in our body. So when they start to see dandruff, or what we call pityriasis, that's the medical terminology, they go in and they research. They, consumers, go to Google. That's who they go to. They call Google before they call you. Okay. They go to Google and they say, what cures, they use the word cure, dandruff. How to get rid of dandruff. I have researched, and the first thing I've seen come up was zinc, or zinc pyrithione. The next thing comes up, it says sulfur, right? Now, when it comes up, then I also look and see what's the first products to come up. And I said, okay, every one of those products have zinc or zinc pyrithione in it. They don't have to go to Google. They need to come to you. They need to come to Dudley. They need to come to every person who's affiliated with the company who can retail our calming dandruff shampoo to them. Now, you saw I said before, we're going to use our prep product, right? Now we're going to follow up with our calming dandruff shampoo, which is not listed on here, but I'm going to tell you can be used two ways. It can be used on dry. What do you mean dry? What? I have never put a shampoo on the hair dry, Dre. What are you talking about? But do you see the amount of flakes that's on the scalp right now? Now, this is a little bit more than pityriasis. It's a combination of dandruff and seborrheic dermatitis, right? But it can be used. It's safe enough. It's mild enough to use our common dandruff shampoo on this type of a client who's having a reaction, not just because of what she's been eating, not just because of poor product, but also because she's stressed. Yes, you heard it. Stress is causing more pityriasis, more seborrheic dermatitis in the body because of a hormonal imbalance. Now, I know that ain't what we talk about today, but I got to put it in there because when you hear people talk about stress, oh, I eat okay, I eat fine, I don't know why I have all of this dandruff. I come to you all the time, but what's the stress level? Okay. So now I just talked about two products, not one, but two products that you could do what? Couple together. So instead of trying to sell one, sell both. Put them together. Put them as a set. A calming therapy solution. I just came up with that. I ain't gonna charge you for that. Calming therapeutic solution. Two pieces. Okay. You see, it has zinc, antibacterial, anti-yeast agent that fights against yeast causing bacteria, sulfur that controls. It did not say cure, it said control. And then panthenol. A, provitamin B5, which prevents what? Dryness, restores moisture to the hair shaft. Let me tell you all something else. Now, I'm going to take it to the stylist side. I love our calming dandruff shampoo because it makes the hair feel so moisturized, right? It makes the hair feel so soft. So even, and I'm gonna go back a little bit to the pandemic. There was a few products that I wanted to retail prior to going into quarantine because remember we couldn't see clients, but I said, guess what? I could retail them some packages. This was one of the shampoos that I put in every package because I knew they would not go to another product that was going to dry their hair out. It was going to control their yeast because they was going to be in there eating a lot of spaghetti and pasta and all those things you could cook in bulk, right? And it was safe for the entire family. Okay? So now, that's another product. Now, let me go back and let me say this. Now, I know all of you have probably used every product that we have. I don't know when the last time you used it, but if you have not used our Calming Dandruff shampoo lately, I challenge all of you. When you go to shampoo your hair this week, use this as one of your shampoos. Use it and see how that hair feels. Because this is what I say across the board. I don't care what I do, what I talk about, what I retail, what I teach. I have to be a product of what I share. And this is a product that works. Okay. My hair is fine to a medium coarse, and I love the way it makes my scalp feel and look afterwards, as well as my hair. It's not too, I don't like to use the word heavy at all, but it doesn't have any ingredients because of the panthenol. It's going to go in and it's going to penetrate. Remember, I talked about penetrating from the cutex to the cord, from the cuticle to the cortex layer of that hair. So it's going to go in and infuse the moisture that is needed. All right. When you see other zinc parenthiones products on the market, they don't have an added ingredient that's going to go ahead and help restore the moisture and maintain the moisture balance. Because most of those products are drying. I'm going to say that. Most of those products on the market are drying, including what they get from the dermatologist or a physician that's going to go in and help control this issue. Yes, it may help control the scalp, but what is it doing to the hair? All right. So when you have those clients who say, oh, I have clients to go to the dermatologist, what's another shampoo can I retail to them? This is your go-to. So if you're not already purchasing it in the case to retail to your customers, this is what you need to add to your list. All right. I see Miss Clausen nodding her head. She's in agreement. Yes. All right. Now we've had our part one. We've went in and we've had our prep. We've went in with our Pediatrics shampoo. Now this is another product that we have, which is our jojoba Vita serum. And you see the key ingredients. And I love to list ingredients because, again, what did I say? We have consumers out there who are Google junkies. Hello, Google. Or they say, what's the Alexa? Tell me what rice bran oil does. You see everything here as far as ingredients that goes in and help give repair, hydration, antioxidant, antibacterial, treats inflammation. It also says psoriasis. Oh my goodness, which is definitely inflammatory condition. Antibacterial, antimicrobial, which means it's going to go in and help control the buildup of bacteria on that scalp. Anti-inflammatory, again, you hear that. Fight against free radicals. It's so much free radicals. Listen, let me tell you all what I did. Was it last night or the night before? It was getting kind of dark. I had a flashlight outside. I turned the flashlight on and I couldn't believe the amount of particles that I saw flying around in the air. I know over 50% of it was pollen, right? But there are other free radicals in the air that we cannot see and cannot identify. So if we have a product that's going to go in and help us with this, This is what we need, okay? It's also infused with vitamin A, which it says it's exfoliating and removing dead skin cells to reduce inflammation. So somebody says, how is jojoba vita serum going to do that? All right. What about applying jojoba vita serum to the scalp, right? After we do our prep, and we take our fingertips with gloves, of course, and we go in and massage the jojoba vita serum into the scalp to lift those dead skin cells off of the scalp, because that's all pediatritis is, dead skin cells. We go in and we use the oil to do the work. Stop using that comb and scratching up skin cells. They said, but my great grandma did that. That's fine. But great grandma wasn't dealing with all everything we're dealing with right now. Great grandma didn't have a president that was in office way back then. Okay. So we have to go to now, we have to go in and make changes according to what the environment is right now. So not just the environment in the air, but the environment of our society. Okay. So no more comb scratching. No more brush scratching, but we can use our fingertips and go in and massage and lift off dead skin cells. Because when we go in and we have a lot of psoriasis, you remember that picture of seborrheic dermatitis where people had that buildup on the scalp? That's cells on top of cells on top of cells, which means the epidermis haven't had the opportunity to breathe, right? So now they're going in with that comb and scratching it off. That's like removing a scab from a wound. And that's why, I'm going to go back to this picture. That's why at the very bottom you see where it's so pink. It's pink because they've been scratching. They've been removing, quote unquote, scabs off of wounds. So we gotta educate ourselves, re-educate ourselves to finding new ways of doing things a better way. All right. All right. Our next product is our peppermint soothe shampoo. Now, I put these in this order strategically because this is another shampoo that can be used directly after our what? What was the shampoo? Our calming dandruff shampoo. All right. Or if you decided to go in and use our jojoba vita serum to lift up those cells, and you want to follow up with the peppermint soothe shampoo. You see these ingredients? We have tea, we have green tea. I love green tea. We have peppermint. I love peppermint tea. We have avocado. I love avocado in my ingredients. We have grape seed. Listen, I cook with grape seed oil. We have tea tree. We know what tea tree does. It make you feel real good, right? And then we have citric acid, which goes in and it naturally helps decrease frizz on the hair, but it also is a great antioxidant. Our Dudley's Peppermint Soothe Shampoo is a stimulating, soothing, enriched with natural botanicals. Let me tell you something. If we go in and just memorize some of these sentences right here, we're going to sell a product. We ain't got to say nothing else. We ain't got to say nothing else because the word soothe brings relief. Stimulating is what we need. Soothing baths, soothing or natural botanicals. These are all key words that people are looking up when they need what? Relief. All right. And this is what our peppermint soothe shampoo does. It is a cleanser. It does come from our soothe and calm line. It is infused, you see, with these wonderful ingredients, as well as it's going to help soothe itchy scalp. It's going to help cleanse. And it says kill bacteria. I'm going to say reduce it because the only way bacteria is going to be alleviated, we got to also alleviate it, that bacteria from the interior, from the inside. Okay. So they got to do it from the inside. We're going to work it from the outside. Okay. Also, a deep follicle cleanser. That's the mouth of the follicle. That's the opening. that goes down into the follicle of that hair bulb, okay? As well as repair damaged hair. How? You see, avocado is what? Rich in what? So rich omega, right? A wonderful healthy fat, okay? It helps softens and adds body to the hair. Let me tell you something. I've used peppermint Sue shampoo. It went directly in. Oh, I ain't gonna tell you about my other product till I get there. But my leave-in spray conditioner. Let me tell you something. My hair was so bouncy. Okay, and that's what I like. I don't like my hair to have any weight where it can't move. I like for when the wind blows, I don't have to move my hair for my hair to move. The wind gonna do it itself. Okay, so this is another product that I challenge you all to use or retail or sell this week. So I said it in different ways because I know we have different people that's on the line. Okay, Miss Clausen, I challenge you. Miss Dudley, I challenge you with your students this week for them to go in and use these shampoos. If Melanie's on the line, I'm sending a challenge to her. Anybody who's associated with a beauty school, cosmetology, barber school, listen, they need to get it. I'm going to add one more thing, you guys. Listen, and this is a little touchy subject. We'll talk about it later. But I don't know if you've all heard about these head spas, right? The head spas are where they're purchasing these beds. People are coming in and they're giving them a therapeutic experience, right, with their scalp. But some of these people who are doing it are estheticians. So we already know they shouldn't even be touching the head, right? We know that, right? However, if they're going to be doing this type of service, where are they getting the products from? That's a whole nother category of people you may be missing. So maybe you need to go to Google. Hello, Alexa. Where are the nearest head spas in my area? Give them a call. Share with them about these products. Okay? All right. Oh, let me tell you one more thing. These people in the head spas, they also have realized they can't do the service. So now they're reaching out trying to find cosmetologists, cosmetology students, trichologists, certified trichologists who can come in and do the work for them. If you go there or if you send somebody there to do the job, they need to go there with their product line. They need to take the product line there and say, if you want me to do this service, this is the product line that I'm educated on, and I bring my expertise with it. I bring my products with it. Okay? All right. Peppermint Sue conditioner. This is our conditioner that goes with our shampoo. So we have the shampoo. Now we have the conditioner. We talked about the ingredients. Again, green tea, peppermint, avocado, grape seed. It's going to go in and immediately. You see that? It didn't say it's going to take a while. It said immediately fortify and condition from the inside out. The inside of what? The inside of that hair shaft. That means it's going to fortify from the cortex out. Okay, restoring protein and moisture. Moisture balance is what people need. I'm gonna add something else to it. We talked about stress. Let me tell you, I don't know if you've been in the beauty industry over 20 years and you've been servicing some of the same people for over 20 years. Your people are going through one or two things, either perimenopause or menopause. Okay. Oh, and let me tell you, we ain't just talk about the women because men do pause too. Okay. So let me say this. They need moisture. We need moisture because there is a reduction in estrogen. When the estrogen reduction reduces, it starts to cause dryness across the board. You start to see it in their skin, in their hands, on their face. Skin is scalp. So if skin is scalp, what does that mean? They need product to make sure that that moisture is balanced. So it's going to add, soften and add body, detangles. Oh my goodness. Fortifies and conditions, delivers a calming aroma to irritated or non-irritated scalp. Okay. Scalp don't have to be irritated to need some calming aroma, as well as its pH balance. So we need to make sure we understand, again, great retail size. Also, if I'm not mistaken, so I can't remember, Lori, so you have to correct me. But I think it does come in 32 ounce,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
also back bar and family size. So guess what I did? Guess what I did? I started putting 32 ounces on my retail rack, on my
Mm.
retail shelf. I don't just put 8 ounce. I put 32 ounce out there because they say, Dre, I have two girls. I had somebody ask me the other day, okay, I'm purchasing this. This is in the 8 ounce. How long is this 8 ounce gonna last me? I said, well, you only need maybe a half an ounce, when you get ready to shampoo your hair or less. She was like, we heavy handed. I said, I got something for you. I pulled out that 32 ounce. She said, oh my goodness, Dre, you love me. I do. I do. So we need to kind of change up. Remember, I said we're not reinventing the wheel. We just need to tweak it. So maybe now your clients need to also start purchasing 32 ounce and put on their retail shelf as their family size. Because people say, I need this for my family. Okay? All right. Protein Power Shampoo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Y'all see this? Protein Power Shampoo is a gentle, sulfate free, protein powered shampoo that conditions and strengthens while it cleanses. You see the key ingredients? It's panthenol, acai berry. Oh my goodness. Y'all see those acai berries over there?
Yes.
Keratin amino acid, which increases the hair strength and manageability. Now, I know somebody on here eat acai bowls, right? Because they are great antioxidants that go in and help keeps the body youthful on the inside. Okay. It also helps protect from cell damage. Cells start from the inside out. Hair starts from a cell. So if it can go in and help nourish being sulfate free and gentle, as well as infusing these key ingredients, this is a no-brainer. A great all for everybody across the board, from newborn to maybe your seasoned clients who may be in rehab facilities. Did y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Y'all got clients who work in rehabilitation centers who go in 1 or 2 days a week and take care of people at these facilities. What are they taking? You need to find out. Mr. Marcus, find out. Who's going to work in these facilities? You see the benefits. It's going to conditions while it's cleansing the hair. It's adding body and sheen. It's strengthening and protecting. Protein enriched. And then, of course, this is how we're going to use it. This is another product that's 8 ounce retail, but you can also sell that 32 ounce as a family size, back bar size, because it's a little bit is going to go a long way. I'm going to take it a step further. You may find a wholesaler that you can purchase the pumps and say, listen, you purchase the pump, purchase the shampoo. You may give a really nice price on the pump because we like convenience at that shampoo bowl. We want to be able to just give a pump, right? And go. We don't want to have to pick it up and pour and that type of thing. All right. So this is our protein power shampoo, which also comes from our revival line. You see on the outside, you don't even have to find the brochure. Well, what's so special about it? It has keratin, panthenol, and vitamin B5, and also those wonderful acai berries. All right. So, do you all know what that protein power shampoo is? So, people, I've been looking. I need my deluxe shampoo. I need my deluxe shampoo. Listen, pull out that protein power shampoo, and you got deluxe and then some. Okay, let's say we put it on turbo. This the 5.0. All right. So we love everything about it, as well as remember those keywords I talked about? Sulfate free. They're Googling these words. All right. Oh, let me go back. Anything that's sulfate free is also a great product for your clients or people who are under the care of physicians and they cannot use products with a lot of sulfate in it, right? So they need another product to use after they're seeing their dermatologist. This is the one to go to, as well our as our dandruff, as calming dandruff shampoo. Okay. So you can couple the common dandruff shampoo along with our protein power shampoo. All right. I love those acai berries. Oh my goodness. All right. So this is another picture, and I do apologize because, like Miss Sheila said, like Terry explained earlier, things kind of shifted around and moved a little bit. So you may not see the picture, but this is our jojoba aloe shampoo. Now I want you all to use your imagination, and you see this beautiful picture of this shampoo bottle here. This is our The Shampoo on steroids. All right. This is our jojoba shampoo. This is our Dudley's jojoba aloe shampoo, which is a deep cleanser that removes oil and residue from the hair. This can be, so some people have asked me before who are serial Googlers, because they be like, oh, I always have to have a shampoo one. And for a while, I'm like, what is a shampoo one? That means that's their first shampoo. Their first shampoo is always the shampoo that goes in and remove all the oil and residue from the hair before they go in and do anything else, right? So if they come and they ask you about, oh, do you have a shampoo one? This is your shampoo one. All right. This is our jojoba aloe shampoo. Again, it performs the jojoba aloe shampoo performs a thorough job of cleansing while conditioning the hair with herbal extracts and conditioners delivered from jojoba oil, aloe, panthenol, citric acid. During the shampooing and with these fine blended lightweight oils, it's going to go in and strengthen that hair what? From the inside out. When you hear that, when you hear anything that says strengthens from the inside out, you know it has the ability to penetrate, right? So that means even with your shampoo, your first shampoo, or you using this as your first shampoo, the jojoba aloe shampoo, I always recommend let it sit on for 2 to 3 minutes, because you want to give it the ability to go in and penetrate into their hair, as well as it's going in and removing anything from that free shaft. Is also infusing these key ingredients. It's improving hair analysis. What does that mean? We have more, and I'm going to use these words very lightly, hair loss experts, certified trichologists who are going in and they're analyzing hair up under a scope. If this is going in and is removing any residue from the hair or the scalp, it's going to give us a more clear analysis. So that is another avenue of people who you can retail this product to. It's going to aid in as natural herbs conditioners, again, deep cleanses, great for textured hair, great for relaxed hair. It's versatile for all hair types, it's versatile for all ages. It's going to strengthen and it's going to moisturize. Now, if you can get strength and moisture in the same product and cleanse, listen, that's a no-brainer. She said shampoo one, that might be shampoo only. And go in with your conditioner, right? Because I know in cosmetology school, when I first started, when I was at Dudley Cosmetology University, we used one shampoo, the shampoo and cream protein. So listen, and it worked. All right, let's move on. Oh my goodness. Now let's go into our rosemary cleansing milk. Oh my goodness. Our Dudley's rosemary cleansing milk is, again, here we go, sulfate free shampoo, formulated to moisturize normal to dry hair as it cleanses. Now, if you've, and I hope most of all of your clients and yourself, if you're shampooing your own hair, you're pouring the rosemary cleansing milk in your hand first, then emulsifying it and feeling the way it feels. It feels so silky, and then applying it to your hair, right? It looks like milk. It looks like silky milk. It's very spa-ish. It's very therapeutic. It's going to go in and it's going to cleanse the hair. It's going to improve circulation because of the ingredients. And you see what the ingredients are, right? We have our rice bran oil, our omega-3s, omega-6, vitamin E, vitamin K. We have a blend of botanicals, safflower oil, rosemary extract, sage, calendula flower, nettle extract, vitamin H, which is also biotin. Okay, so anytime you see vitamin H, that's biotin. So that's why it says it goes in and help give strength. It says it improves growth properties. Okay, so that means it's a building block. It's going to hydrate and restore dull, dry looking hair. It's going to add in cuticle repair because of the extracts that's going inside and being able to penetrate into the cuticle. It's pH balanced, sulfate free, and then you see what else is added up there. Say gluten free. Now listen. Now tell them just because it say gluten free don't mean because it say cleansing milk that it's something you're gonna be eating or drinking. Okay. I had to put that in there because wait a minute, gluten free. Yes, that plays a key across the board. So rosemary cleansing milk, I love the way it feels. I love the way the hair feels when you're shampooing it and afterwards. I love to use this shampoo combination, and you're going to see the conditioner. I'm going to talk about the conditioner. I love to use this combination on my silver foxes. They love the way it feels on their hair. We know sometimes that platinum, silver, salt and pepper, pepper salt hair can feel a little wiry sometimes, right? This is going to go in and help soften the hair from the shampoo before we even get to the conditioner. All right? And here it is, the conditioner. Our rosemary healing conditioner is our botanical infused conditioner which hydrates, rejuvenates, and nourishes the hair, detangles, softens, and strengthens. You already set the hair up prior to even getting to the rosemary healing conditioner. And you see the key ingredients: papaya, avocado oil, rosemary, panthenol. I got to take a quick break. I'm gonna be a little hungry because listen, I'm sitting up here talking about rosemary. I thought about my lamb chops. Listen, I'm go back. Let me go back. All right, I'm gonna stay focused, Lori. But that panthenol, we know that is one
I'm
of
loving it. I'm loving it. I'm sorry. I'm loving it. This is everybody is smiling.
listen, you know, panthenol is one of our key ingredients because it goes in and it penetrates and adds body and fullness to the hair. But if you've already went in and set the foundation with the rosemary cleansing milk, and then you're gonna follow up with the rosemary healing conditioner, which goes in and softens, detangles, strengthens, and increases volume. Did you hear that? That's why I also love it so much for my silver foxes. Because there are some, even though their hair may feel a little wiry, Sometimes it's still fine. And they don't want limp hair. They want it to be full. So it's going to go in and increase the volume because of the vitamin B5, the panthenol. The panthenol does the work. Okay. It's going to also add moisture, but not also add. I'm going to put something in there. It's going to help retain the moisture. Okay. So you see what it says about shampooing the hair, massaging into the hair. The pro tip is going to give maximum moisture, and it can be used with heat, but it also doesn't have to be used with heat. If the hair is fine, we have enough key ingredients in there. It can go in and penetrate with no heat. Okay. I'm going to take it a step further. If you're using it on someone who is relaxer free, those cuticles are a little tight, but you use it because you want to go in and add moisture, also strength at the same time. You can use the rosemary healing conditioner up under a hydration machine. I don't use hydration with my fine clients. But with the ones who are more coarse, they have more cuticle layers, they are, say, color free. Okay. That means the cuticles haven't been touched. They always say, oh, my hair feels so dry. This is the product. And it needs to be retailed, shampoo and conditioner. So if you retail in the 32 ounce for the back bar, because this is what they're using for the shampoo and conditioner, they also need to be purchasing this as a retail, because these relaxer free or textured clients don't always come to you every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. They may come once a month. But in between, they need the shampoo because that co-wash then went out the door. Uh-oh, did I say that? Sorry. Sorry, did I throw that in there? Co-washing has went out the window. It went out with the 8-track. Y'all know what the 8-track is. Co-washing went out with the 8-track. That means people need the shampoo. They eat more garbage. They eat more genetically modified foods. They eat more things that are going in and rearranging the cells in their body, and it's changing the way the hair is looking. See, people wondering, why is my hair? What are you doing to my hair? It's not me. Let me check out your refrigerator. Take a picture when you get home. Show me what you're eating. So guess what? If they're not eating the avocados and the papaya, you got it for them. You see that? You got it for them. So they may not be going all the way, but you can meet them halfway. All right. So what is our next product? Oh my goodness. Y'all like this picture. I had to put this picture in here because I was like, we got a product that go in and it gives 50% moisture and 50% strength. Oh my goodness. I wish we could have did what was that show that came on Jeopardy? You remember Jeopardy? And we could go in and say, okay, Tammy, for $200, what is our product that gives 50% moisture, 50% strength? Y'all know what it is. It's Harry Builder. But now it's bodybuilder. You see that picture? That bodybuilder
Woo-hoo.
is strong. That bodybuilder know how to go in and build things from the inside out, right? It is from our Revival collection. It's going to repair and restore. It has biotin, keratin, jojoba oil, aloe oil, which is going to go in and hold the moisture in the cortex. Remember the picture I showed you from the beginning, cuticle cortex and medulla. It's going to hold the moisture in the cortex. And then the aloe is going to go in and start the repairing process. Okay. It's going to use those moisturizers. It's going to go in and give a great balance, because guess what? Our bodies need moisture. Our bodies need strength. Our hair needs moisture. Our hair needs strength. The strength is the protein. Okay. So that's where that's where our hair rebuilder came from. But now it is body builder conditioner. So y'all, every time y'all pick up this conditioner again, y'all gonna think of this picture. Y'all gonna think of them bodybuilders. Every time you see a bodybuilder, you're gonna say, I got some product for you, right? So this is a must have. It again is going to penetrate to that cortex layer. Can be used with or without heat. It is amazing up under that hydration machine. Listen, it's so amazing and it penetrates so well. You have to remember that you got to take them back to the shampoo bowl and rinse it out. Because once you take the cap off, you're not going to see any product on the hair because it's already penetrated into the hair shaft. That's what happens with bodybuilder conditioner. If you see product, you use too much. Or if they see product. But you too, because I'm like I said, I hope you all use your own product now. All right. Oh my goodness. We going to the sea. We going to the sea. This is our deep sea mask treatment. It's going to repair and restore. This is our Dudley's deep sea mask treatment, a deep penetrating conditioner which restores moisture, strengthens hair fiber, reduces tangles and breakage. It's from our revival system. You see the 8-ounce retail size. It has seaweed, keratin, moisturizes and reduces breakage. It improves texture and shine. It's enriched with algae and sea kelp. It hydrates and restores life to dull tresses. It aids in dehydration of the hair shaft. Did y'all hear that? When you see dry hair, they dehydrated. You need hydration. You need our deep sea mask treatment. Let me tell you something. I already know when my client saw this product on the shelf, they said, "Oh my goodness, Dre, what do you have now? Is this something different?" I said, "Let me open it up and show you." They said, "Wait a minute, wait, that look like it is. That's your hair mask." But oh my goodness, Dre, I love it. Deep sea mask treatment, absolutely. And I'm so happy that even though the product didn't change, the treatment stayed the same. But terminology is everything. Labels are everything. When they see deep sea mask treatment, they said, "That's what I want. I need moisture. I need strength into my hair fibers." I used it again the other day, and I remember teaching about hair masks when it first came out. And I talked about the benefit of when you have clients that come in who you want to take them another 2 to 4 weeks before they get another chemical treatment. You can use this to infuse the moisture, right? Help close those cuticles until it's time for them to get their next treatment. And guess what? It still does the same thing. My clients love this at home. They say, "My little boy's hair is so dry. You need some treatment. You need a mud mask treatment." Can I use it at home? Absolutely. But stop letting the boys do it. You need to do it because they're wasting product. But this is a wonderful treatment. I said it before. I'm going to say it again. Even though we haven't had anyone to have any type of allergic reactions to this product, I always say if they're allergic to shellfish or any type of fish or things from the sea, be careful of how you apply it because this treatment is for the hair. Okay, now if you can apply it to the hair, don't have to worry about getting it on the scalp, you're fine. But again, I haven't had any issues, but I always put the disclaimer out there when you understand ingredients. All right, beautiful. Are you all enjoying this? Because y'all know I can talk forever and ever and ever and ever. Before I move forward, are you all okay? Can I get a thumbs up? Can I get a thumbs up? Everybody good? All right. I ain't see Shelly thumb yet. Shelly, let me see your thumb, Shelly. You good? Okay. Shelly says she good, so we gonna move on. All right. So let's talk about our Dudley's Vitamin Power Leave-In Spray. Let me listen. I just got to pause for 1 second. I wish I could see my face. Whew. Let me tell you something. Let me just talk about it first, and then I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, so our Dudley Vitamin Power is a leave-in spray strengthener. You see, I pause in these words. Strengthener, formulated to deliver moisture and protein for all hair types. The unique blend of botanical extracts and oils delivers a brilliant shine. Can be used on wet and dry hair. Now, up until Friday, I only used it on wet hair. But I put a client under the dryer to prepare her for a blowout, and I let her hair get too dry. And I went in and I re-saturated her hair. Not saturate, but I missed her hair probably about 25% again with our vitamin leave-in spray, and then blew her out. And boy, 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 let me tell you something. The first thing I see is shine. When you see shine, you know cuticles are closed. They're closed up because they're infused with moisture. It says smooths the cuticles, aids and shields from heat sources, promotes moisture balance, strengthens through hydration infusion. Did you get that? Hydration infusion. Infusion means it go inside. When you go get a blood infusion, an iron infusion, they put it directly in, right? This is what happens with this product. It's from our revival system. It's going to go in and give the hair what it needs. You see, it has vitamins, safflower, it replenishes, and it's a great detangler. Oh my goodness. Now I'm gonna take it a step back. So you had that client that came in, she made a client, and she said, I need to come in for a scalp treatment. I just took my braids out. How long did you have your braids in? Oh, I had my braids in about 12 weeks. I said, oh my goodness. I hope I scheduled enough time before my next client come in. Now, the first thing I do is pull out my first product, right? I pull out my prep. The second thing I learned with this product, with our Dudley Vitamin Power Leave-In Spray, is that I sprayed this leave-in spray directly on the hair before I shampooed it. Because you know, sometimes when they take out braids, they have those little knots on it where it's almost like it's matted. It's kind of nasty. I'm going to use the word nasty. I don't like to use the word nasty, but it's kind of nasty, right? Remember, we have our gloves on. I spray and I saturate the hair with our Vitamin Power Leave-In Conditioner because it's a detangler. It goes in and help me detangle the hair prior to shampooing. Did y'all catch that? So not only is it good to prepare the hair before blowing out or doing any type of heat styling, this is also like a pre-shampoo product when the hair is heavily debris. But guess what? If I got to do that work, you're going to have to pay me for this treatment. This is a debris removal treatment. A vitamin power debris removal treatment. It's a leave-in conditioner, right? So that means you're applying conditioner to the hair before you even shampoo it. And then you're going to turn around and do it again afterwards. This is a treatment. It says leave-in spray, but it's a treatment. So for everyone who's missing out on revenue because it's leave-in, so you're not going to charge. Sorry. Those days, that ship has sailed. It sailed, Tammy. That ship has sailed. Now, you see in the corner, I have this little hydration machine. Two things. Now, I just put this one in here for the sake of the pictures. Some people have larger ones that they put at their sink. Some have smaller ones. A lot of times this is used for facials. But this also simulates the same thing of a hydration therapy machine. So even after this process, I'm going to saturate my hair with my Vitamin Power Leave-In Conditioner and put them up under my steamer for about 10 minutes. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to allow the hair to cool down. and then I'm going to proceed with styling. That shine is immaculate. If your client start to do this, you know it's about to be Easter season, right? Their hair gonna be looking like patent leather. Listen, it's beautiful and it's light. I used it on my hair yesterday prior to blowing it out, and I only put a little bit of our rub-on liquid gloss on my hair afterwards just to kind of calm down the flyaways. But this product right here, baby, let me tell you something. When I say that, that means it's real, baby. I love it. And it's great for babies. When the hair gets a little tangly, it's great for all hair types. But I also love it on my relaxer free clients where I'll mix them with the Vitamin Power leave-in, take some of the moisture out with the blow dryer, and then turn around and flexi rod them with our Style and Finish foam. Oh my goodness. I know I just said a mouthful. But you see at the bottom, it says conditioning therapy. If you want to add in leave-in conditioning therapy, add in leave-in conditioning therapy. If you want to call it vitamin power conditioning therapy, that sounds even better. Vitamin power conditioning therapy. So I think I just told you about 5 different ways you can use this product. And remember, it's not for the free. Okay? All right. Oh my goodness. Here we go again. Oh my goodness. This is our mango hair parfait, which comes from our Confident Curl collection line. It is infused with mango, shea butter, coconut oil. It moisturizes, it softens, it prevents dryness, it prevents dull and dry brittle hair. It provides moisture, which allows the hair to stay healthier longer. I should have put longer in bold type, right? Imparts a natural looking shine. And it's not just natural looking shine, it is a natural shine. I might need to say looking out. A natural looking shine. It defines the curls and contain natural butters and vegetable as ingredients. Okay, so I had to put this picture up here. Now, I like coconut water, but I don't like coconut. Y'all know, y'all could tell I'm hungry because I keep talking about food, right? Okay. But I love mango. But you see what it's infused with. Vitamin E and K for the coconut. Vitamin A, C, and E for the mango. Vitamin A and E for the shea butter. This is a shea butter nut. Okay. All of these are infused in our mango hair parfait. If you have not touched it, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you have not used it, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you have not retailed it, you're doing your pocketbook a disservice. I love mango hair parfait. How do I use it? I use mango hair parfait when I comb coil my clients that's with the coil who have textured hair. I use it when I double strand coil their hair that's with 2 strands, single twist. I use it when I double strand flat twist, which means they're going to take it out and wear it really full. I use it on clients who maybe are dealing with some type of diffuse hair thinning and they just wear mango hair parfait on their hair because now they're just complaining my hair doesn't hold any moisture. I have a few clients who I comb coil or double strand coil their hair. I see them every 2 weeks. And when they come back, their hair still feel moisturized. It is one of my top sellers in the top 5 of retailing. I love mango hair parfait. Can I use mango hair parfait a little bit around my outer perimeter? But I don't use it on my hair because I wear my hair straight. Okay. But as far as any type of textured styles, yes, it's a go-to. It's a go-to. All right. I want you all to feel the way it feels on your fingertips when you put it in your hands and you just kind of emulsify it in your fingertips, and then look and see the brilliant shine that you have on your fingertips. It's going to do the same thing to the hair. It's going to maintain moisture balance in the hair. The hair is going to be so much healthier. I've had a couple clients and still have one who had shoulder surgery. So she can't do her hair. So I double strand flat twist in the front, single strand twist in the back with the mango hair parfait. And when she comes back, her hair is still moisturized. That's what's needed when people can't do their hair. This is an excellent product for people who work out. They may perspire a lot because guess what? Now the sodium in the body is not going to go in and dry the hair out because you have these essential butters that's going to go in and help maintain the moisture balance in the hair and keep it soft. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Metafoam gelée. I'm gonna say that one more time. Metafoam gelée. I don't know who came. I'm gonna have to call CEO later who came up with that word, but it's just got a ring to it. They said, Dre, what is this? Jelly? I said, no, no, no. It's not jelly. It's gelée. Okay. So our Dudley's Metafoam Styling Gelée is a alcohol-free twist and lock gel, which is designed to start and maintain locks and twists. This non-greasy formula penetrates and adheres to the hair shaft. Adheres, which means it holds, increasing styling versatility and control. It can be used on natural and or relaxed hair. It sets and holds without causing dryness or flaking. Combines moisture and hold for lock and twist. Provides softer, healthier, and fresher locks without the buildup. That's what they want now. Everybody wants to either temporarily lock or permanently lock their hair, but they don't want the buildup. Okay, so this is another product that is recommended. It produces a excellent hold. I might change the word to superb because listen, that hold is immaculate. I put a little bit of information to the side about the metal foam seed oil. It's a fast absorbing natural oil with a luxurious and silky skin feel. That means it feels soft. The Metafoam seed oil can be used in a wide variety of formulations: face, hair, body, and lips, as a substantive emollient that is rich without feeling heavy. Listen, this had nothing to do with the information that's provided from the company, but it matches it exactly. Okay. I had one client who I used the mango hair parfait, but one week I wanted to use the Metafoam gelée on her hair to see what the difference was. I also didn't tell her I was using anything different because I wanted to see what her response was going to be. She had so the difference was what I saw when she came back. That same coil that she had when I twisted her hair with the Metafoam gelée, she still had it when she came back. Versus with the mango hair parfait, if she took it out, it may have had a more expanded curl or a more expanded texture, right? But it did not have buildup. She still said she put a little bit of the mango hair parfait in her hands and went over her twist that was twisted with with the Metafoam gelée. It did not disturb her curl pattern. She still had a nice form of her twist, but still it added moisture from the mango hair parfait. So guess what that means? That's two products I can retail together. See, I always think about a combination, because when clients get home and they use one product, for some reason they say, "Oh, well, I like the way it looks, but I need something that," when they say "but," that means they need another product. So you need to go ahead and meet them before they get there. Before the questions come, I already had an answer. All right. So we're talking about coupling products, or sometimes my clients say, "Oh, this is the cocktail that I use." Beautiful. Well, we're going to cocktail it on the retail size. Okay. This shows how to use the Metafoam Gelée. It also is infused with panthenol. So you already know it's going to go in and penetrate. Okay. It's going to give that softness, sheen. And you see that word down there? It says water repellent. The dimethicone PEG8 is going to give that ability for the hair to be for the product to be a water repellent. That means what? That's a great workout product. That's a great workout product. So if you comb twist on a short style, that person can go work out for a week or week and a half. And those twists are not going to budge. So it just depends on what the client want. So they may say, "Well, do I need this? Do I also need this?" Well, what are you going to be doing next week? What are you going to be doing this week? People are going on trail rides this summer. Y'all know that, the boots on the ground. Listen, everybody got their boots on the ground, so you better get the products ready to go with the boots on the ground, okay? Because they're going to be sweating out there with their fans. Where my fans at? Right? Exactly. So you better have the product ready for the fans. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. Wet Look Gel. This also comes from our Confident Curl line. It's a style product. It's infused with panthenol. Again, it seals and retains moisture balance in the hair shaft to help deepen and retain curl patterns for long periods. It's a gel-like consistency. Sculpting, styling, versatility, and controls much easier. Very versatile, adding pliability, adding sheen, adding moisture, adding strength. What does this sound like? For 500, Miss Clausen, what does this sound like?
It sounds a little bit like it would have been salon control warmed over.
Ooh, listen. This
Ah.
is the wet look gel. People want the wet look. They
Absolutely.
don't want it to feel wet, right? This is going to go in and help those curls pop back in place. Oh, I need my curls. Let me take it a step. Let me take it a step further. I'm trying to remember what the word was, as the kids say back in the day, back in the 19s. So when the curls were out initially, right? And then people say, "Oh, it's getting dry." They used this word called oh my
You're
goodness.
talking about the ammonium diaglycolate product
Yes.
that was used
Yes.
to create.
No, but it was a product. It called they didn't call it snapback, but it was something where they would put it on their hair and the curls would pop back. I can't
Right.
remember the
I think it
term that they
was
would
something like.
use. Right. But this is what that does. So for people who may say, "Oh, my curl pattern is a little different. It's a little more elongated than I want it to be. I want it to be a little tighter. I want a more textured look." This is the product. For people who are doing the Jenny curls now, y'all know what the Jenny curls is. It's just the 20, 24, 25 Jerry curls, just a Jenny. They giving it so many different words, and I'm watching them on social media doing these curl systems, these textured systems. They don't even know how to roll no hair, Miss Clausen. They need to come and take a class.
Absolutely.
They
Absolutely.
need to know how to go in and use these perm rods correctly. and use these products correctly. But anyway, this is the perfect product for also for those clients. Okay. And then we have to show them how to use it. Because, of course, if you use any type of a gel too much, it's going to have more of a wet feel. But as the hair dries, it's absolutely beautiful. And I love to incorporate the wet look gel with our mango. Um, oh my, I was gonna say mango hair parfait. No, not mango hair parfait. With our metafoam gelée. Okay. So depending on the person and how they wear their hair, because some people still want the natural look, but don't want anybody to know that they have a curl system, right? So I will incorporate the wet look gel with the metafoam gelée and give a little bit more hold, but still have the wet look. And when it dries, it's amazing, especially when it's shaped, wonderfully, maybe in a mohawk style, and you still can kind of comb coil or texture coil on the side with the metafoam gelée and go in with the wet look gel and just let it have that natural texture. And you can still coil with the wet look gel. I want you all to know that you can still coil with the wet look gel. And when you let it get partially dry, maybe put them up under the dryer about 15-20 minutes, you can still take the end of a rat tail comb, go through, separate those curls, and they'll stand up on their own. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right. This is our Dudley Style and Finish Foam. Lori, I hope I haven't went over my time because I just get so carried away. I just enjoy this. I haven't seen you all in so long. But our Dudley Style and Finish Foam, listen, and just take it to another level. Okay. Our Dudley Style and Finish Foam is formulated to meet the demand of the professional and the consumer for a light to firm hold styling agent that is capable of reducing drying time. That's what they want to hear right there. How is it going to reduce my drying time? I'm going to tell you another trick too. Styling foam can cut drying time by 20%. It falls up under our Confident Curl system. It is available in 8 ounce and I think 32 ounce. I don't want to speak too soon. I think it's available in 32 ounce.
It's
Gallons.
gallons. I know we
I
got
mean
it in
gallon. Sorry, I meant gallon. Erase that on the recording. But it provides firm to light hold. It adds body and bounce. It maintains softness, aids in cuticle repair. I love it. But guess what? Yes, it can be used. You see our beautiful textured model here, but it also can be used for molding. When you're molding hair to prepare it to curl. It can also be used just a little bit after our I just had a brain freeze. After our leave-in spray, it can be used a little bit with the styling foam before you blow it out. Because sometimes people want a little bit more control, right? They don't want their hair to be fly away like me. They'll use just a little bit, maybe one pump of the styling finish foam. But another way to go in and reduce this time, just say, and this is our beautiful model, Gabrielle. She has hair past the middle of her back. Okay. For Gabrielle, because she has so much hair, I'm going to go in and lightly extend her hair out and blow it out. So it extends, it elongates her hair, right? Then I'm going to go and add the style and finish foam, right? I can add the style and finish foam and I can double strand twist her, or I can do the style and finish foam and flexi rod her. They said, wait a minute, you gonna blow dry her hair first? Yes, I'm gonna take 50% of the moisture out first and then add the style and finish foam. If I want to add a little bit more shine or infuse a little bit more conditioner, then I'm gonna use my spray leave-in conditioner. It's amazing. And when I take it out, Miss Clausen, I'm gonna put a little bit of that mango hair parfait on my fingertips as I'm separating those flexi rods, and oh my goodness, it's just going to go in and lock the moisture in. because of those wonderful butters that are infused, the mango, the shea butter, it's going to go in, the coconut, it's going to go in and help infuse that shine into the hair. Listen, y'all make me, besides being hungry, you make me want to go in and eat a little bit. Okay. All right. So this just shows just how we go in and how we can share with our clients how to make a little bit more money. This is with the cleansing therapy with the rosemary milk shampoo. Add the conditioner. This direct application. When it says direct application, that means directly on the hair. Okay. This is the extra cost. And I just put small numbers because sometimes it don't take big numbers to have an increase. Okay. Leave-in protein enhancement, we know what that could be. That could be our DRC28, as well as you can use this leave-in protein enhancement for what? What did I call it? What did I call it? Y'all wrote it down. Let me go back. Right here. Vitamin power conditioning therapy. So for that vitamin power conditioning therapy, you put them up under the hydration machine. That's going to fall into the leave-in protein enhancement, or you can put the vitamin power leave-in enhancement, $45, 15 people. That's an extra $30,000 a year. And then we have,
Vitamin power conditioning therapy.
say that, Shelly.
Vitamin power conditioning therapy.
There it is. There it is. You took the note, Shelly. I know it. I
Yeah,
know it.
I'm about to change some of the terms on my menu.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then we have our revival therapy with our jojoba vital serum. And I told you all how to apply it directly to the scalp and loosen up those dead skin cells. It's going to take you a little bit more time, so you need to increase your cost. That's just with 20 guests. That's $40,000 a year. We don't have to think too hard. Okay. All right. So let me stop sharing for a second, because if you have a question, I'm gonna pull it back up. So let's stop sharing, and you can unmute. Lori, is there anything? Did we have any questions? Do we have any comments? Let me see.
Yeah, let's take a round robin. Okay, great. Ursula's back. We're gonna take a round robin. I guess that, we can also do, Dre. But you know what? The energy level that you put on these products. Oh my God! Can't wait to make them work. Let's make it work. I mean, just so many different customer programs that you had. Everybody taking different notes. I was shocked with you. The boots on the ground, where my fans at. So you talking about you added that in there too. I said, okay, Dre, I'm gonna do that as well. I'm gonna get that. Oh, all right. I see you popping it over there. Next time we come together, we're gonna have our fans shout. So I'm telling you now, go ahead and get them together. We're gonna be ready. We're gonna be doing some things with them fans, okay? But this is so good. So I know it's some questions that okay, Terry coming in already with her fans. Oh my
Terry,
goodness.
Terry's got her fan, but I'm gonna have my cowgirl boots on.
All right.
Oh my
My
goodness, Miss
boots
Kelly.
on the
Okay. Oh,
ground.
we're gonna have a great class. Oh my
My
goodness.
boots
That's what
on the
we're gonna do.
ground.
We're
My
gonna have
fan, my boots, my
your
hat,
boots. That's gonna be awesome. Y'all get
my
ready
boots,
to bring
hat.
your things in. That's gonna be fun. Dre, this was absolutely wonderful. I know we got some questions that is going on, and our CEO is on the line. She might want to say something. She's gonna, I guess, let everybody open up and ask some questions if you have some questions.
Yeah, I just want to say it was fantastic. I mean, I was here the whole time. I wasn't gone anywhere. Just turn off my
Exactly.
camera because no reason to be looking at me. Look at the screen. Yeah, it was beautifully done. The information was fantastic. It's always jarring when you see those scalps up close and personal, and you're like, "Oh, wee, yikes!" But the information was really, really good. So much, many nuggets of information. I was asking Terry if she recorded it, and she said yes, she did. And maybe we can actually take edit and block out just the product knowledge information. And that's
Yes.
information that we can look at and share, with our customers. You can even, distributors have a product knowledge class just using that. and people can just log in and watch that. It was so fantastic. So I mean, you did a great job. We're talking about boots on the ground. I want to talk about Dudley on the ground. And I'm gonna say,
Okay,
where my distributors
That's the
at?
boots.
that's
That's
Where
the
my
boots
boots.
I'm talking
distributors
about.
at? No,
We got
yeah,
to hit
Dudley on the
hit
ground.
hit.
Where my
We got to hit the
distributors at?
ground
Where
running.
my distributors at?
Exactly.
So
That's part of it. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
hit
it.
the ground running. Hit the ground
That's
running.
right.
absolutely. So it was really, really great. I learned a lot of information. I thought it was so very helpful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to rewatch it and just to remember a number of the things that can be done. I was thinking, and Mom, this is for you because my sister wears a weave, and my mother takes her hair out, and it's always a sight to see when she takes the braids out, and it's just like, okay, Mom, that will help. You spray in that vitamin power leave-in beforehand before you take the braids out, and then that way it's not so matted looking. So I was like, okay, Mom, we got something for you. All right. So anyway, it was very, very, very good. So thank you, Dre.
I just want to add something else on the vitamin power leave-in. The first time I used it, and this is not a good look as far as Terry is concerned, but it was about a month ago, and I'm saying that because I hadn't shampooed my hair in about a month since I gotten the vitamin power in it. And we were on a call the other day, and Ursula said, "Oh, your hair looks good," and I was like, but then I realized it was the first time I used the vitamin power, and it'd been almost a month, and I had not shampooed my hair, and my hair actually, and I said it looked great. My hair stayed better. My hair looked great. It didn't look like I just walked out of the salon, but maybe it was about a week old. And it really kept my style and curls so much better. After I used it for the first time, I was like, wow, this is amazing. It just looked completely different. My hair, no shedding, no nothing. When I used the vitamin power leave-in, great product. Great, great. It was my first time using it, but it was great, great product.
Mhm.
Can
Dre,
I
it was
add in?
Dre, it was good information. I had planned to pretty much do the same thing what the CEO had said too, was uh, give them some more information on that product and know how to use it. So, I mean, it was really, really very fruitful. So I really appreciate the information that you really brought to us because that increases sales for that particular product and
Mhm.
those particular products. So I just want to say I really appreciate what you're doing and what you continuously keep doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Marcus.
Now,
Trey, it
it's
was
a very
this.
important note that we need to make too. All of these products that was talked about today are in the new packaging. That is huge. So we're making the mark. We're making the mark.
And
I would
Lori,
like to speak.
uh,
I'm sorry, Miss Clausen. Go ahead.
Terry, Dre, CEO, we need all of that. And Dre is supposed to be in Chicago, I think, in a few weeks.
Mhm.
What you had planned to do, you're going to do that on a big scale. You're
Ooh.
going to do that very thing on a big scale. It's going to
Beautiful.
be free for the general public and any customers because we're going to do it
Oh,
on Zoom.
Oh, wow.
Look. Let me tell you, when something is
Yes,
good, you
ma'am.
want to share it.
Come on now.
And if,
Yes.
look, I'll give it away because you got to buy it. So I'll give it away. So just prepare. I'll tell Trichology they can have you one day, but that next day is mine.
I got you.
She's ready. She is so ready.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I do want to add, like when I share this information, again, I share because I use it, right? And I know what works for some people, and I know what don't work for some people. But if the product doesn't get in the client's hand, they never know how to use it or use it effectively. So we may have products that come out and they be like, oh, well, I don't know if they're going to like it. Well, you don't know if they're not going to like it. They got to put it in their hand. So even as creative artists, when we had a product to come, we like, oh, okay, yeah, let's Let's see what it's gonna do. Oh, this worked good for this. Oh, this okay, not for this person, but for this person. Now, how can we retail it to the people, because they may not be going to the mall, but they shopping. Okay. They shopping, and they're shopping for their hair. CEO talked about it earlier with everything that's going on with the economy right now. They may start to reduce how much time they're coming into the salon depending on where they're working, right? So if they for the government and something happened, if they're working right now, it's like almost no places are untouched, but they need to start thinking about putting in retail packages together, right? They need retail packages, and they need to do the same thing that Miss Clausen is doing for the public. They need to
Absolutely.
give those complimentary product knowledge classes to
Right.
the consumer who are
Mhm.
no longer able to come in the salon weekly or bi-weekly because they still need product. And the stress levels are increasing. Okay, we just had a major conversation over the past few weeks, dealing with hair loss and trichology. Like stress, number one, we're thinking about therapeutic options for stress. That's now number one. That stress is now beating food. Stress is beating everything else because of what's happening and downloading so much information now. It's affecting the mind, and people are
Mm,
becoming more sick. As you see, people are dying by the nanosecond, right?
Mm, 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 mm.
So even when they get sick, and people are coming in with this hair loss now, we say the term, God says, instead of your liver go, your hair will go.
Right.
Instead of your heart goes, your hair goes first. But we know it's all hormonal and stress related. So how can we address that? Right? So if we can go in and we know that some of these products, even going through prepping again, because I done did product knowledge, I think 5 trillion times, it's always different.
yes.
Because now when you incorporate key ingredients like we talked about, the acai berries and the avocados and different things that's going on, and now they're infused in your products somehow with extracts, how can you also put the same thing externally that you also put internally? So if we're becoming a solution, because we always say we have to be part of the solution,
That's right.
you got to share the information. The information is part of the solution. Information is currency. So you say you ain't selling product, then you better sell the information. Information will sell the product.
That's right.
So I just had to put that in there.
Wow. Wow.